Okay. You ready? Yeah. Take off your glasses.
Wipe your face.
So.
I look stoned. Should I leave my glasses on?
Nah, it just looks sunny.
I just look what?
Your eyes are white. You're good. Okay, so first question. What got you interested in farming?
Kind of had the business mindset. I wanted to bring out a product that we were thinking of making a mamaki tea, commercially producing it. And we thought it would be pretty expensive to have to buy mamaki leaves every time from a farm or whatever, so why not just farm it ourselves? And so it got us looking into programs on how to farm because we've never farmed before. And so we found this program from UH Go Farm program, and we went through it and we graduated from it. And since we started the class, it's just something that I know I want to do.
What would happen if all farmland disappeared?
All farmlands disappeared, then there'll be no food. What we don't realize is civilizations were formed because of agriculture. I think people forget that nowadays. We all think, you know, we get distracted by the concrete jungle around us. You get Walmart that everything is provided to you. You get everything, canned foods and everything, but all that stuff is not natural. It's not good for you. It's not meant for you. We're meant to have natural foods that we've been farming and cultivating for thousands and thousands of years as humans. And it's just shocking to see where we're at right now.
Why do you think farmland, the lack of farms and farmland became such a big issue?
Because it's always been a #1 priority. A part of any sustainable plan, you need food and you need to be able to produce food. If you have a house and you're not able to have a home garden, if you can't create your own food, then that forces you to go out to the stores to go buy something that somebody else provided you. Why? We are all independent human beings. Why not be able to feed ourselves? It's just it's a big issue because I don't know. Can I pause it?
Just like, why do you think, like, why didn't people just keep farming? Why did it have to become this big issue where we
I see. Okay, you ready?
It's fine.
So why did it have to become this big issue? I think when the United States, well, to this place especially, because there's farming issues all across the country, but independently to Hawaii, we are farmers. We used to farm the land and the sea, and we had it down to a T. We were so abundant in our production, and when we became westernized, a lot of the practices that we knew was life was told that it was wrong to us. And so I can see, and a big thing about it was sandalwood. When the sandalwood trade happened, people stopped farming. They had to go work to go make money. That's the power and the destruction of that money has. When you take away free trade, now you have to go produce something. So you cannot work on the farm. You don't have no time. You're too busy making money for somebody else. And that's where we are. That's where we're at right now. It's the same problem that they had back then is the same thing now. We don't have time to farm. We don't have the ability to farm because we're too busy making money to play this rat race that everybody is into. And we gotta break away from that, and it's hard because it's scary. You don't have money a lot of the times. You see a lot of your friends go around and partying and everything. It's hard. But at the same time, you gotta see the importance of farming and of saving our farmlands. The potential that these lands can still give us, even though we've destroyed it this much, it can still give us abundance.
What do you think are some solutions or something that people can do to help out?
Is this anybody's in particular box?
No.
I just don't want to leave a lot of bottles around.
No.
It's recording, so.
Yeah, I just got that out. Okay.
Okay.
So what are some solutions or something that people can do to help this issue?
You can educate yourself. I know it's hard to go on and remember what you want to type into Google, but Google is such an important and useful tool to educate yourself about issues going on. You know, just type in farmlands in Hawaii and you'll see a bunch of articles about how farmlands are depleting and farmlands are doing bad and the soils are doing bad. And for example, today we're out at Ho'opili sign waving. You know, they're gonna sell. They already sold. We're here to test to that, but they sold. They sold the whole.
Who's gonna be the 2 people?
I'm not sure how many acres, but they plan to build 12,000 more homes on prime ag land. They've done research on it, and the soil that's over there in Ho'opili is the 2 top soils in the world. Out of the 12 soil types in the world, the 2 top soil types are at Ho'opili, and they plan to just cover it with concrete. And it's sad.
You guys are holding that already.
Yeah. Oh, the is heavy.
That was perfect.
She's on sale. She like take you.
Right as he ended the sentence, that was perfect.
Okay, good.
No,
Yeah.
no more.
You said
Not
it
like
all
these.
those out. Because Lacey is over here and Kulai is over here shaking me. Gosh. Kulai, that's interview. Move.
If you're the representative, what would you change or do to help farmlands or farmers in general?
I would support family farms. So one thing that's a problem in legislation right now is putting a house on farms. Right now you cannot live on your farm, and one of the worst things a farmer has to deal with is theft. When you can't be at your place of production, that means that whenever you're not there, somebody else can be. And with that potential of a security issue, it's hard to keep. It's hard to make profit, I guess is what I'm saying. You know, you're gonna spend 3 months making your whole crop. In one night, somebody's gonna come in and just take your whole crop right when you're about to harvest. They just had an issue in North Shore. Somebody took 29 pregnant sheep. So those were sheep that were continuing the circle of life. They were ready to be born. They were gonna put those meat for killing and slaughter, but now they can't. They gotta start off from scratch, and it takes money that they don't get. They don't get paid for feeding the sheep and everything until after they kill it. Until after we grow it, we don't get the money from the market. And so stealing that takes away our potential profits, and it just hurts us. And I guess so one solution is putting houses on farms, letting people stay on their farms. But that's another thing. Land issues are so hard in this state and so brutal in this state because this is not a real state. It's a whole sovereignty issue, and it keeps going back to that. Every issue that's on this island is always going to come back to sovereignty because that's where it all began. This whole thing was a farce from the beginning, and it's going to continue. It's going to continue to be sick. Our state is sick right now. We're losing farmland. We have the wrong conscious mind as a collective. I think
Hold that thought. Nahe, move. You're right in the thing.
We're all one collective consciousness, and I think once we educate ourselves and become aware of it, then we'll be an even stronger collective consciousness, a more positive one. Because once you know why you're getting sick, you're gonna want to do something to avoid being sick, to be healthy. You know, it's not natural for somebody to just keep getting sick and keep getting sick and keep getting sick and keep getting sick.